my session is going to really look back at some of the things that have occurred during this pandemic. And it has been a wild ride for sure. And, as the group knows, there have been, great things that have happened. We've had really heroes step forward, many of them from the laboratory, but there have been many missteps too. And so whenever there are missteps, there's an opportunity to examine those with an eye for improvement in the future. And we would like to look at various testing options that have been employed in COVID-19, regulatory constraints and issues, and a number of different approaches to testing that were really forced upon us by the pandemic. We'll look briefly at pooling of clinical specimens. That became a hot topic. Can you use alternate specimens like saliva instead of a nasopharyngeal swab? Why were we ever looking at serology tests early in this pandemic? So again, we will look at a variety of different aspects of the COVID-19 pandemic in an effort to improve our approach and be ready for the next one. Right, there have been a number of significant advances. There have been meta-analyses on saliva. So we're not just getting individual group opinions and publications. And so those meta-analyses are always important to pull all the data together and look at how does it look as a composite. So meta-analyses are out. Of course, new things we are concerned about are variants, and we need to think about, are we tracking variants appropriately? And again, I think a review of the tests that we do and their performance characteristics is always appropriate. I will add another relatively recent advance is the advent of true home testing for COVID-19. There are now at least three FDA-approved products for at-home testing that an individual can purchase and test themselves and, in some instances, their children in their own home. And we will touch briefly on home testing.